before noon.
Good luck.
I'm trying to think about this. That butter cow, going back to that, I'm trying to think, what would we have that's kind of an Illinois thing outside of that? You know, like
Corn.
down here, maybe like barbecue sauce.
Yeah, corn. Butter corn.
Sweet corn, you know, that would be kind of cool. But of course, check. Yeah, big sweet corn. That's what we'll do. All right. Checking in this morning, some clouds still overhead. The higher clouds are still across parts of the Missouri Boot Heel, western Kentucky. Meanwhile, northward into Illinois, parts of Missouri, what we're seeing is a lot more of the low clouds, low stratus clouds still lingering around, and it will take a little time to get rid of some of those. Should be starting to exit as we get closer to, say, the midday hours. But this is a live view from Carbondale. We've had some patchy fog in a few spots, but some of that just has resulted in more and more low clouds, and this view really showing some of that kind of a gray, dull sky look this morning, and that means it's going to take a little bit longer for some of that sunlight to help us out as well. Temperatures right now outside in the upper 60s across Illinois, still some 70 southward into Kentucky and the Missouri Boot Heel. 68 right now at this hour in Marion. Meanwhile, Mount Vernon reporting 69, Carmi at 70, 71 in Cape, and 72 degrees in Paducah right now. Not a bad day on the way. Give it some time. Again, we've got some fog around this morning, but by this afternoon, we will see a little bit of sunshine. Temperatures still running a little cooler than average as well this afternoon. That starts to change tomorrow as we start to see temperatures creep back closer to 90. It's going to start feeling a little bit more like what we'd expect during the month of August. The next 2 days are dry, but we are tracking that next chance for a little wet weather showing up in our forecast already as early as about Saturday morning. Cold front now working its way southward. Yesterday, I know we had forecasted some severe storms, and if you joined us yesterday morning, we thought about the biggest risk was going to likely be across southeast Missouri, western Kentucky. However, what happened is we ended up with a lot of rain through the early afternoon hours, and we thought maybe we'd see some breaks in those clouds. We never did. They stuck around through a good part of the day, kind of helped stabilize our atmosphere. That shifted a lot of the stronger storms to our south, across parts of north central Arkansas, northeast Arkansas, and now some of those storms that moved south of us overnight now making their way through parts of northern Georgia, moving away from us. So again, we are going to see a rain-free day. Temperatures this afternoon into the lower 80s for highs. We'll have a light breeze today from the north and west. Tomorrow morning, waking up into the upper 60s, and then tomorrow afternoon, continuing to climb back up. A lot more sunshine Friday. Notice the winds also turning back out of the southwest. That means the humidity, it's going to be high today. It's even going to be higher tomorrow, and temperatures closing in on 90 degrees. Here's that next rain chance we're talking about. This is first thing Saturday morning. Some showers, some thunderstorms moving in from the northwest are a possibility. Still a little uncertainty on exactly where those are going to track, but your rainfall forecast next 2 days, well, there's a small chance for a couple of those showers late Friday night that gets picked up on this. Most areas are not going to be dealing with any type of wet weather here, or at least not today or tomorrow. Scattered showers, scattered storms back in our forecast by Saturday. Notice outside the rain chances, well, we're in the upper 80s, closer to 90 degrees. This weekend, Sunday, an isolated storm or two is also possible, especially Sunday night and into Monday. That's a stronger cold front that's going to move through. And in the wake of that, we go from the upper 80s this weekend, Saturday, Sunday, to high temperatures dropping back into the 80s. And we're talking about lower 80s towards the middle of next week. Somewhat pleasant weather, at least, as we head closer and closer to the middle of August.
You know, I got to say, it's kind of felt a little bit like fall the last
so
2
far,
days.
yeah, I mean, it's been a cool start to the month, that's for sure.
Yeah, all right. Well, I'm not